before I was rudely interrupted. I don't know if it was the internet or the computer. I don't have any. Let me see here. I don't have any picture. All right, let me know in the chat, please, guys, if you can see my screen and hear my voice. Just let me know if you can hear me, see me. Yeah, that's because, all right. Yes, loud and clear. Sweet. All right, appreciate it. So I don't know exactly where I was when I got booted. So let's go talk about Euro USD real quick, and then we'll go back over to Bitcoin. So this level that I got long was just an 8-hour Heath level, right? Over here. So whenever you're trading in new areas, like in the new price range, when you take out resistance or supports, that's the only time that I go back and look at past chart data, because generally there will be orders sitting there, or people will look over here and find these order blocks to possibly look for new entries, or at the very least to take profits. This is why you get bounces and reactions at these levels. So my limit buy was just setting at that exact price level, 1.18123, and I put a 10 pip stop loss in. All right, I had already made some money on the week, so it was okay if I risked a buck to try to make two. So that's the way I was looking at it. It's counter trend, and we don't like to take counter trend trades, as they generally don't work out as good as when you take trades in the trend. But it was a high impact news event, and I was only looking for a bounce into that level, or a bounce from that level possibly. I had no idea if it was going to work out, because once price traded down in there, you can see it did take off. All right, I don't know if I can pull up the 5-minute, get over there and see what it looked like when it happened. Yeah, so there you go. This was a daily support, right? Or a daily area. Daily resistance is prices below, then that would be resistance. There's your push down into that level, stopping out anybody that was long underneath this, and really good, because that was a pretty far push lower. That triggered me into the trade. It just went against me for literally 10 seconds, and then boom, straight up to that resistance up there. So let me go into the hourly. Here we go. All right, so basically it was this stuff right here, traded up into that. Now on this push lower, we tested this hourly right here, and I told the chat room, both chat rooms, CTM, Trade Talk, if you want to get long this asset, this will be your last chance more than likely. And it pushed down into that right there. Then it traded higher. You got another test. So basically it traded choppy in this area for a few hours until you got your continuation to the upside. Now, I wasn't looking for this to be a full-on reversal or anything. Like I said, guys, it was just a day trade. I already took 2/3 of the position off. I am still long this asset from down here, right? But it's only 1/3 of the position. So if it comes back down and stops me out, I'm okay, as the trade that I took has already worked out. All right, that was a fantastic trade. So even if you would have gotten long on the retest of this bearish hourly candle, you would have had a nice trade as well, because generally you just want to get your stop under the close of that bearish candle. So like if you were looking to get long on a retest of it right here, you put your entry there, stop right below this, and then that would have been a pretty good trade. I don't know if anybody took it. I think one person did. So that's that on the euro. Let's go back to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's has sell off ever since Biden said that stuff yesterday. I don't know what's going on. It is the day of the holiday, or the day after the holiday, but today is a bank holiday, so no banks are open. Generally when that happens, you don't have a lot of volatility, and you don't get much volume. Today we're seeing quite a bit of volatility in Bitcoin. Let's go look at the daily levels. So here we go. Right there, daily resistance. Tested it yesterday, got a rejection. We were looking for support down here, but nope, fell right through it. So down here is your next area of support if you lose this level. If you get a daily close below 33,544 spot 17, you will be looking for a test of 31,594. 31,594 all the way down here. Is it possible that Bitcoin closes below this level, maybe tests this stuff for support and goes back higher? It's possible. The thing with Bitcoin right now, guys, is it's trading in a range to down, sideways to down. Let me see what's going on over here. Everything looks good, so I don't know what's going on. All right, perfect, beautiful. So sideways to down. Generally, you're taking trades in the direction of the trend. Make no mistake about it, Bitcoin is in a downtrend. This was your high, your all-time high. This was your lower high. This was your low. Once you took that out, that was your lower low. So you had a lower high, then a lower low. That is the start of a downtrend. Once you got follow through, even it basically cemented the downtrend. Capitulation wick low has been taken out, and each subsequent bounce has been small, right? You haven't gotten any big bounces out of support, which is indicative of bearishness more than it is bullishness, right? This was a break of resistance right here. Let's get rid of all the lines so we can just explain this out. Break of resistance. This was resistance right there. Oh, got to get that line. Right there was resistance. Daily close above it. That's a break of it. You want to see a test of support. You want to see that hold. Did not get it. Fell through. But we did find support a little bit lower, right? And then we came back in and tested again. This time we're seeing more selling. So you're probably going to get continuation off of this move to the downside. Last area of support is down here, right there, that bearish candle. So if you get a daily close below 33492 spot 06, you will be looking for lower prices down to here. Let's go see if there's anything on the 8 hour that might deflect us from going down there. There is not. Essentially, there's nothing down here that would be that I would consider inefficient. Let me go look at the 4 hour, because a couple people pointed that out yesterday on the CTM Discord that they seen some. I don't see any. So they were aiming lower, maybe on the hourly. Okay, right there. That's one. And that's been taken out. I don't see another one. Lower, maybe. This has all been tested. I don't see anything else down there. Everything else has been tested. So this was it right here. That was the one and only test. Hourly support goes all the way down to there. All the way down to there. So don't get freaked out. Like I said, you can sometimes, when you have bank holidays on the day, like a Monday or a Friday, generally on Mondays, you can see this entire move get reversed tomorrow. Probably not the entire move, because it was a big move to the downside. But you could see some more bullish price action. If Bitcoin's going to get bullish, the trend is down. So the bears are in control of this asset. When the bears are in control of an asset, you're generally looking to take sell trades when you get these pops in price, when you have bullish price action. This part here is what's got everybody looking for bullishness. Here's your stab lower that took out your capitulation wick to the downside. Then you had a push up into resistance right there, and then there's your break with a higher low support. Then you got a break of resistance, traded down, found another higher low. So this higher low must stay intact. If it gets broken, you're looking lower. If it stays intact, you can see right now this bearish candle is playing with Bitcoin. There's your 8 hour support. There's your test of it. Would I look to get long here? No. And the reason why is because you have a lot of momentum coming into the level. So people are going to be looking to sell around this wick. Even if you get a push back up to daily res 34,654, people are going to look to sell there. So you don't necessarily want to look for buying opportunities right here. Probably lower. Maybe this, if they get a break below there, see if they can maintain higher low support. 31,594. I don't like that price. It is an 8 hour level though, so we'll leave it there. 31,594. That would be your next spot for support, test, and hold if this spot breaks to the downside. Stream looking crisp. Yeah, Dan, I just needed to reset everything, I guess. I should have done it before I ever tried to go live. All right, so the euro's done. Let's go look at pound CAD. Pound CAD looks good to me for a possible short. Not today, guys, not today. Tomorrow. So here's daily. Now you can see you have this thing that trades choppy and sideways. All right, I try to stay far away from this asset as I can, but there's a reason why I'm looking for shorts. Here was a test up here. You can see how you traded well above that Heath level, well above this one as well. But where did you close on the day? Right there, boom, right back below it. Then you're looking for pullbacks into that. There's your short. Fell into support. Last bearish close on the daily. One spot, 70523. This one down. Oh, wait, no, this one took it out. Sorry, my bad. One spot, 70508. That has held support with every push into it, except for Friday. Boom, there's Friday's push lower, close below. So essentially, if you take out the high of this bearish candle, it will in fact possibly be a bear trap, but this is why I like it for a short side setup. If you go turn on your moving averages, you will see you are below all of them. Boom, 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 like that. Beautiful, absolutely below everything. Here is your RSI, testing the 50 spot right now on the daily. So this asset is the strongest of the day. You are trading into daily resistance, your daily Heath level right there. One spot, 71222. We have an hourly level right below us that we are currently watching right now for day trades. Let me pull it up here. Right here was that level. There's your hourly push, your hourly close above. Next hourly resistance level is going to be right there. Will we close above it? We shall see. It's also the daily, so I'm not going to move it. I'm going to leave it right there. What I want to see on pound CAD today at the New York Open, which has happened 15 minutes ago, I want to see a push lower, taking out a couple of these lows. Then I want to see a push back up into this hourly candle's opening price. At that point, I will be looking to take sell side opportunities if this fails. If it keeps going higher, then something is different and we must leave it alone. All right, must leave it alone. Let's go look at USD CAD, USD CAD. I thought it was on this one. There it is. USD CAD took a trade on this morning right here. I was looking for shorts, but then as soon as I popped over here to the hourly chart and seen that you had this hourly close, let's go over here. Let's do it this way. Give me uno momento, por favor. I will show you. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to pull this up over here. All right, there we go. Back over here. Bam, bam. Bam. All right, here we are. Hopefully all the volume and everything is the same. Here is USD CAD on your hourly. Let's go back over to it. Also took this trade in my real accounts. This is the paper account. So took it with a 10 pip stop right there. Once you got this hourly close above resistance, you're looking for a test of your Heath level. There it is. Right there. But price was already trading up here when I clicked over to it, right? So I immediately entered long on a market order. The spread is 2.0 pips. So I'm 2 pips off from that, and that put me right there. You can see we are trading into my profit target right now. Limit orders are already set on the main accounts as well. As soon as, or if this pushes up into my profit target, I then move my stop up to break even, and then we go from there. All right, and then we go from there. So right now I'm just essentially waiting on this to happen. I took it before the New York Open as I was assuming there was going to be some a push up out of there. You can see how you put in these piano keys, but all of them are trading and closing right roughly about the same way, about the same price. That's not necessarily bearish. Trend is to the downside. Yes, this is another one of those, well, I guess the longer term, near term trend is to the upside. So here's your 8 hour, big strong bullish pop out of there, found support. You're testing resistance up here, traded down. So people are going to look at this as an opportunity to get short on this asset again. You trade up into this level up here possibly, right? So I want to take profits ahead of that level. These wicks here, but it's the hourly that I was looking at. This hourly right there. So I might not get a push up into it, and I might get a push up into it. We shall see. All right, let's go back over here to this other one as it's easier for me to see. So that's what we're looking for on this asset. Looking to see what happens on the day. And then we will go from there. And USD CAD or pound CAD, that's, in my opinion, that trade is probably, if it happens to the short side guys, it's going to happen tomorrow. And that's only if, right? If we get about, CAD is the weakest asset on the day. If you want, you can go look over here at finviz.com. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. If you're new to trading, especially the Forex pairs, and you don't know what you're doing, just go over here to finviz.com, click on the Forex icon, and down here it will show you a one-day relative performance against the USD versus the USD. You can see that pound is the strongest on the day at 0.19%. CAD is the weakest on the day at 0.31%. Now, if you look at this before the New York Open, all of this stuff can change because data is coming in every second. So just because pound is the strongest and CAD is the weakest, you're looking for longs in a situation like that. But if you look at the longer term, like I said, like the daily and stuff, it looks like a short to me. So we will see what happens if we get a push up into this Heath level right here and we close the daily above it. Then we will not be looking to take it short unless we get a massive push to the downside and a retracement. This is that level. This is that level. If it fails today and we get a push lower, tomorrow we will be looking for bearish entries. But this close will be very, very important. You can watch the 4 hour if you want to. I do not take trades after 10 o'clock a.m. ever. Ever. And the people that's learning from me, I suggest you do the same, especially if you're looking for intraday opportunities. All right. If you're a swing trader, that does not pertain to you. You can take trades later in the day if you're a swing trader, because at 12 o'clock you have the London close. All right. So you will see some more volume sometimes come in at that time. But anything after 12 o'clock, it's going to be sideways, choppy action, or you're going to have continuation from the trend that was set at the New York Open. So this is why we don't take intraday scalps after 10 o'clock. I generally don't even take them after 9. So 9 o'clock happens, I'm pretty much done. I'm not sure if Jordan is going to go live today or not, so I will stay on until 9 o'clock. That way I don't pull into his stream. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and hit me, because I don't see anything else. Right now, Bitcoin's doing too much. There's nothing to do on it. There is no short to take on Bitcoin. There's no short to take on Algo. There's no short to take, right? The short was yesterday or early this morning. This push up right here would have been your short. However, I would have not taken it because it didn't push up into anything at all. All right, so you're trading blind if you try to do stuff like that. Yesterday, you could have, even if you would have waited on a push up testing this, you never got it. So there's no trade. So that's basically it. Long on USD CAD this morning, and I will let you know if that executes. It did actually push up into that sell limit, but it did not trigger. So I am going to go ahead and exit 2/3 of that position. So let me get back over to that screen. So you can see this wick right here pushed up into my sell limit, but it did not trigger because of the spread. So in this situation, you can just go right up here, click your little sell button. It's already situated. Mark it. Boom. Just like that. It goes ahead and adjusts. So I can take this off. Always take that off because you are now smaller in position than that was. Move your stop up to break even just by grabbing it and dragging it. Hit modify and you're done. Done for the day. Done for the day. It's that simple, guys. Well, it looks simple, but not really. All right, so let me get back over to the main monitor and we will answer some questions. I wasn't looking for trades today. Education and bar replay for the time for me. That's great. That is great, Wes. Fantastic. That's kind of what you want to do on days like this. Brother, can we check Adam? Yeah, let's go look at Adam. I am going to go back up real quick though and make sure that I didn't miss any important questions. I gotta get, there we go. Alright, so that was an old setup. You're pushing up into daily resistance right now. It looks good. Right? So here's your push lower, close below support on a daily closing basis. Found a little bit of choppiness down here and then you pushed up. First area that you would have wanted to see resistance, you did not. All right, you pushed up into it, closed below it, but the next day you closed above it. Boom, there's a retest of support. You're testing resistance right now. This candle right there. That's what you're testing, 13.421. You're not looking to get long in front of this. In front of this. Today's range is not very big. It's bigger than yesterday's or Friday's, or actually this is crypto, yesterday's and Saturday's range. There was your inside day, break above, trading into resistance. So you will be waiting for a test of support right here. If you get that, as long as you are not closing a daily below 12.05, you will be looking for possible bullish entries. Target will be this resistance here. You're not looking for anything above the resistance, as we do not get greedy. We trade within the levels, in the price ranges. That's why it works out the way it works, is because people are trading inside these ranges, taking profits the way you just seen me do on USD CAD. So you're not looking for bullish entries, not yet. Is it possible that you're testing intraday support? That's possible. It's possible. You see this candle? This is what we call an outside range candle, aka bearish engulfing. I don't care that it's on the hourly, right? It's still the same thing. It still means the same thing. You have taken out the high of your previous candle and you closed below the low of your previous candle. That's never good. That's never good. Can it find support down here? Possibly, yep. Got a bunch of wicks right here. So testing the midpoint range of this bullish candle or finding support at that hourly resistance, old resistance level, is absolutely possible. If you do that, then you can possibly look for long entries. But you're going to have a lot of steam coming into that area. Chances are I would watch the daily instead. I would not be looking for an entry on this today. I'm going to scroll up real quick. Some of these are old. We are back. Run DMC Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Ethan, I want to send you my phone so you can hotspot off it. I have a phone. I appreciate that, Dan J, but I have a phone, my friend. I have 2 internet modems. It's one of those things. Yes, Giles, Elon sucks. Send me my dish. He's internet broke support. Yes, it did. All right. Vamanos, brother. I'm Rapido, trying to get it done. All clear, loud and clear. Awesome. Yo, man, I'm working, so I'll watch this after I finish work. As always, thanks for your insight. Hey, brother, you watch it when you get the time. You don't have to watch it right now. Bitcoin closed the gap. CME gaps. Let's go look at it. Here, let me just do it like this because I have it over here. That's dominance. Oh, no, this is futures. Sorry. I'm not seeing which gap you're talking about. Oh, this gap. So yeah, when it opened up here. Gotcha. Yeah, it did. And if you look at your lows or your closes on your CMEs, they're getting higher, right? So this big bearish push today isn't nothing to fret. It's once you get a daily closure below the support, that's when you fret, right? Because you have done something different. You have taken out support. If you get a daily close below 33,030 on the CME futures, you have taken out support. You have closed below support. So are you looking for this just to be a gap fill? Yeah, it's possible. I don't trade gap fills because they don't have to happen. If you look up here, you will see a nice little gap from 46 to 48K. If you look down here, you will see a monster gap from 21 or 23,850 to 26. And you can go on and on and on. Gaps do not have to fill, ever. This gap down here that people were looking for filled, it filled, right? If you test the midpoint of a gap, that's as good as calling it filled. This would have been your gap right there. That's not even a midpoint test, but it is close enough. As this wick high, if you put that up there, you can see that does put it closer as a midpoint test, but technically that gap is still there. I can go to Tesla and the S&P 500 and many other charts and show you gaps that have never been filled and more than likely never will be filled. So if you're trading gap fill strategies, then make sure you know what you're doing, right? Gap filled. What are you testing right now? You are testing the opening price of this bearish candle. That's going to be ultimate support. This right here, you can watch on an hourly probably. I don't trade the CME. Oh, come on. That's 3 times I've clicked you. I don't trade the CME. So let's go over here and look at what Bitcoin's doing. This is that also. Here, let's go show you what it is. It's just attacked from this old lower high, right? Once you made your all-time high, then you put in your lower high, trade it away. That's your first tack. Second tack is this swing high. This is pushed down, held as resistance, and you got a daily close above. Now you're testing it again. So ultimate daily support on this thing is right there, guys. 33,505. Closure below, you're looking for lower prices. You're looking for 31,583. This area here to this area. Is it possible that it catches support here? It is. Anything is possible, but these are generally targets for me. They are only targets. Wicks are targets. Your closes and opens is support and resistance. Heath, what do you think about when everyone is expecting a Wyckoff accumulation that it will not happen? Listen, guys, this is very important. I want you to understand what I am about to say. People that are looking at old diagrams because it's uncanny how Bitcoin's price action fits that little picture, understand one thing. That's not what's going to cause Bitcoin to go up. That is an old diagram that was drawn out on some other asset. It just so happens to fit it. You can go just type in Wyckoff and find a million different things on the interwebs, right? Let's go over here, Wyckoff distribution, and just hit images. Right here, just hit images, and you're gonna find millions. Look at this one. This is a Wyckoff, lower peak, distribution, breakdown, redistribution. It's looking for lower prices. Every strategy has a bullish and bearish point at which point price is at. I'm not exactly sure which diagram people are looking at, if it's this one or not, right? I'm not sure. Let me pull up my Twitter. That'll get it. Let me see over here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up Twitter. Go to my notifications. I'm sure I will find it in there because people have been retweeting that thing like crazy. And I will show you. But no, I don't subscribe to stuff like that, my friends. I'm a price action trader. Price moves from market orders. Market orders coming in the market. That's what moves price. Alright. Let me get back over here. There you go. This is the model. This is the thing that everybody's losing their minds over right now. Because of this stuff. Spring or shakeout, test of support, zone support, backup, sign of strength, range breakout, top of. Yeah, I mean, if that plays out, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking for longs, but not because this chart overlay looks like Bitcoin's price action right now, right? And it's not exactly either. This section of price down here, this capitulation wick, it's not in this. It says preliminary selling. That's not preliminary selling. That's massive, massive selling. That's a capitulation event. That's a lot of selling. So, I mean, if you want to subscribe to this thing, I don't know where the updated picture is. It's probably not being... I haven't found an updated picture yet because it probably isn't really... I mean, technically, I guess... Yeah. Did we make a higher high off of this? Well, let's go back into Bitcoin's price. Let's see if we can compare it. He's doing it on the 8 hour. So this is what I see. That's that low on that chart. Then you got little jaggeds up and downs. We need to get above this swing high, not because of that model, for price action to break resistance, as that will give us a direction. That will give us a trade idea. We trade based off what price does. We can't predict price with a model, with not necessarily a model, but with a picture, a chart, an old... That thing was this. It was invented essentially just to teach people how to understand what Wyckoff is. Wyckoff is essentially just price action, right? He sold a lot of books, and he basically come up with these little formulas and these little things, springboards and all this stuff, just like every single other person that sells a strategy. Every single person on the internet sells a strategy, has fantastic little names for all of this stuff, when it's really the same thing. Price is what makes the market happen, right? Price, it's king. Just follow it. Get your daily supports, resistances. Watch those areas. You can take trade ideas based off of them, and you don't have to subscribe to any chart formation theories or anything like that. You can simply be ahead of the game like we are. We're constantly ahead of the game. If you're following me on Twitter, you see that I'm posting fantastic trades almost 3, sometimes 4 times a week. Just absolutely killers over here. We destroy it. Why are we able to do this? Because we do what's right. Bitcoin is testing support, and as long as it's testing support, it's still a support test. If you get a close below, then you will have a break of support. It doesn't look good for Bitcoin. You have broken out above this trend line, and you're testing it again to see if it wants to hold a support. I don't even put too much basis on those. I think your horizontal support and resistance levels are more crucial because they're actual closes and opens, especially on the daily. So this is an actual close. When this daily candle pushed down into this price, you pushed lower, but you closed there, right? That was your close. Your close was 33,541. That's what you're testing right now. You're testing that close. If price finds sellers here, price will go lower. If price finds more buyers here or more aggressive buyers, price will go higher. And that's it. That's all we're doing. And sometimes you have to learn to sit on your hands and be patient. Wait for those perfect trades. Perfect trades. Here's another thing also. Take profits. When you have a stop loss and a target, make sure you take profits, because there's a chance that you might be able to, how can I say this? You might be able to predict with a small amount of margin where price is going to go. Right? USD CAD this morning, this trade. So I know that we got a break above resistance as a close. So I know I'm looking for a test of my Heath level. Right there it was. That's my entry. This is my exit. That's my target. I am looking for price to have an expansion to up here to your next level of resistance, right? Why didn't price stop here? This is what everybody is wanting to trade right now because it's a new meme. This stuff right here, right? This. It's an inefficiency. It's an inefficiency. Yeah, it is, but that inefficiency was tested with this hourly push. So if your inefficiency was going to be a selling spot, you were looking for shorts on another push of this. Why is Heath long? Why are you short? Because you're following the wrong stuff. Support, resistance, that's the right stuff. It's that simple, guys. I see this inefficiency, I don't care about it. I know that we got to break above hourly resistance. I know that this test of support right here was the perfect entry. And had I seen this chart 5 minutes earlier, my entry would have been down there, right? But it wasn't, it was up here. There's your expansion to the upside. This move is what you're trying to catch. Just that. You're not looking for any more or any less. Just that. Look how this hourly reaction is taking place right now. Why is this happening? Well, because I took profits and so did anybody else that just took that trade. So you're going to see a reaction there. That's why these levels work. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, so to speak. When you are able to look at charts like this, you're going to kill it. But no, I do not care about any Wyckoff distribution, accumulation, none of that fantastic stuff that people are memeing all over Twitter. It doesn't matter. What matters is who is buying and who is selling. And since we cannot see who is buying and who is selling, we have to look at the other thing that we do have. Charts, candles. Those candles tell you everything you need to know, in my opinion. I don't care about news. I don't care about anything. I put that limit buy order before NFP happened. Where was my entry? One spot 18123 before NFP. Stops, hit, boom, entry, Heath in, profits taken, stops to up there. Boom, done. Moving on. You got a second opportunity to get long on this thing. Why? Because of the news? Because of Wyckoff? Because of anything? Nope. Because of professional traders. That's why. Orders coming in based off what people see in the markets. And that's what moves price. Market orders. What do you think about when everyone is... oh, that's the one I just read. Thank you. Hi, Heath. Thanks for the Discord link. I am now on board. Thank you, Adam Marshall, my friend, for being there. You're going to learn some things. Yo, Heath, BTC is 20K coming. Oh, man, I don't know. See, I don't like to make price predictions, but it doesn't look good. Does not look good. The trend is to the downside. The sellers are in control. Until we get above this bearish candle, this bullish candle's opening or closing price, I can't even speak straight. We get above this bullish candle's closing price and a close above it with a check of support and a push off of it would be fantastic. This is the level. This is the line in the sand. Now, with that being said, I'm still looking for epic selling to come back into the market from $48,000 to $54,000. If it gets up there, guys, it's having a problem just getting above this right here. That is holding price. If you take a simple fib retracement from here, and the reason I'm taking a fib retracement from here is because this is your resistance test. All right, this is a come on. There. This is a resistance test. Look at that close, guys. Look at this close. Yeah. You'll learn something here. Here, this price leg, just this one. Why this price leg? Why these bearish candles up down to this wick? Because this was your target right there. There was the target. So once we took out this support right here, boom, everybody got short on a test of support, old support, now resistance. There's your target. Hit, smoked. Nobody's getting in here. This is chopping back and forth sideways, seeing what's what. Nobody can get a bead on this. All right, test of resistance, failure, test of support, failure, test of resistance, break above, then failure. Now you found another support. Is it going to hold? If it does, then your next target will be this bullish, this right here, this bullish candle's closing price. Target high, that wick. Exit long positions if this holds support. and then you will get a price leg back up to there. So put a fib level on this swing high to this swing low. We are trading, look at this, a beautiful 618 test. This is where all the selling pressure is. So we need to get above that. If we cannot get above that, if you take out this support, you're looking for your next support level. That would be your next level to look for. You did close below support over here. So this is why everybody is more short-sided. So Bitcoin needs to find buyers, and it needs to find buyers soon. Otherwise, the sellers are going to push it down. Is 20K an option? Absolutely it is. Here is your weekly support level, though. Right here. And you have not closed a weekly below it. 33,523 spot 01. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Sorry. 32,288 spot 56. 3228856. That's your weekly support. As long as you're closing weekly candles above that level, you have held support. Bitcoin has held support. 1, 2, 3, 4 tests. Well, 3 tests. 4 here. All right? It's held. This weekly close was important yesterday. I even posted about it. We needed a close above this bearish candle's open. We needed it. Had you gotten that close above this candle, you would see continuation up to this bullish candle. Right there would have been the targets. People would have been looking for retest entries. They would have been looking to target that. That would have been their exit. But you didn't. You closed below it. So you took out the high, but that's not good enough. That's not good enough. You need to close above that. You didn't get it, so what are we doing now? Looks like we're trying to run back down to test support. Can I call 20K? No. 20K is all the way down here. A break of this support, you will be heading in that direction though. Right? Weekly support all the way down here, 19K. So I don't want to see this level break. That's for sure. But this level could break. You could get a push all the way down to here, and then the next week see a massive bullish reversal out of there, guys. It's impossible. It's impossible to know what the market's going to do. You just follow price, your levels, take higher probable setups. You will be fine. I can imagine BTC could go all the way down to 14K as the most bearish scenario, but well, I'm no expert. Well, Bitcoin in its past, once it started to do its bear market cycles, it's fallen all the way as far as 85%, right? That's what we have to go on. We don't, going on past price action, it rhymes, right? But it doesn't mean it's going to happen every single time. So when you put in your market cycle high over here at 20K, if I can get this stupid mouse to work, let's just go from there down to here, right there. That's an 83% fall, right? 83%. Once you put in your all-time high, started your bear market, started making lower highs and lower lows, you fell off all the way to 83% before you found support, right? So is it going to occur this time again? We don't know. We don't know, but an 83% drop is $11,000. We don't want to see that, obviously, never, ever. But a lot of people assume this is still bullish and it's still mid-cycle. All right, still bullish mid-cycle. Comparing this last market cycle. Well, I can't compare it on this chart because there's not enough data. But basically, they're comparing from the time that this broke out up into the time it made its high. All right, that's what they're basically looking at. But you can see that it's a bear flag on a weekly, guys. All right, there's your pull. There's your wedge or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's not looking good. Not looking great. But I'm not going to say 20K or 14K. I'll say if you get a close below that support level, you're at the very least, your target's going to be that wick low. That's how I trade. That's what makes me successful. I don't try to predict stuff that is impossible to predict. I simply do what the chart tells me to do. And it's been a working formula. We break and close below this support level, I have a nice target right there and a nice risk to reward. If I get a retest of support, old support, now resistance, Be a fantastic trade. And that's it. That's as far as I can see. I can only see this wick high, and I can only see that wick low. That's all I can see. I cannot see past it. That wick high, that wick low. That's it. It only looks sellers left in Bitcoin. People are selling the snot out of it, my friend. Absolutely. It's disgusting. BTC fells like bulls and bears are playing ping pong. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Oh, lost it. Quick look on ETH. Yeah, thank you for saying that, because I get swept up. I hold ETH and I hold Bitcoin. ETH looks good. Look at what ETH did. And yes, it is a blow off top, guys. All right. On ETH, this is a blow off top right here. There's your top, high made. Boom. 2 weeks of price action. Took out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Almost 6 weeks. That's blow offy. Here was support. There was a close below it. All right. But what did you do what did you do yesterday? You closed above resistance. Now you're testing it. See if it holds as support. So there's your weekly level. Go into the daily. See if it lines up with anything in retrospect. That bullish candle there. Beautiful. Same price. And it's a daily. Boom shakalaka. So here's a Heath level. Right there. Look at how that works. Weekly. Oh, I don't even know why that's there. That's there for the Heath level probably. But anyways, there it is. So that's going to be resistance possibly if you get up there. Right now, this bullish candle is holding price. You did take out yesterday's low, which isn't fantastic. It's not what we want to see, but a close is what's important. Today's close. If you close above 2242 spot 90 on Ethereum, I think you're still in decent shape for looking for bullish entries targeting this level up here. All right? That level. That's if you close above, but it has to hold the next day, has to push down, maybe tests this open, then look to get long targeting up there. But it all hinges on what happens today. This close be vital, absolutely vital. Close below, people are going to look to sell a test of this bullish candle's open. So put it into this scenario. Say you close down here on this support. You've already taken now that out. Look for a push up. Then you look to get short. And you would be targeting this stuff down here. This wick low. Right there. That's your bearish target. This is your bullish target. It looks a little better than Bitcoin, but it's still just another lower high. So sellers are still in control of this asset as well. This is bad, right? You got massive closes below support here, here, then another one here. This was just a dead cat bounce until you get above this swing high. I guess one could say it's a dead cat bounce until you get above this up here, but you're still in the midpoint roughly of this leg to the downside. All this price right here. From this swing high all the way down to this swing low. You're testing the midpoint of it. So we got to get a close above this in order for the bulls to be back in control. Aussie dollar retrace. Let's go look at it. Up, putting in almost an inside day. Not quite. There's your Heath level. That's a close below support. This is a boom. That's a bullish engulfing, aka outside range, which people will look at as bullish reversal patterns. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to take this phone call. Alright, so basically, this is a push up. Above that, you're coming in for a retest. The only thing that you got a test of was this wick right here, okay? Is it a valid test? Yeah, the market says it is. Why does the market say it is? Because you push down to it and you're finding buyers. Is it good enough to hold? Well, you're pushing way up there. You're starting to be green on the day. So was that a good entry? It's possible. There's your test of it, or close to it. Bulls stepped back in ahead of it, but now you're finding resistance. What are you finding resistance from? On the hourly, it would be this stuff up here. All right. So are you looking for bullish entries right now? It's 9 o'clock. My trading is done for the day. So I would not be. Also, the last 3 hours, you've been making lower highs and lower lows. Let's go look with that, see what that looks like translated on a 5-minute chart. So, I mean, it still looks okay. This is where I would put a line in the sand. I would no longer be looking for bullish entries on this asset if you get a 5-minute close below that and that, right? So I wouldn't take it, me, myself, and I, just because I just wouldn't, right? It's too late in the day, and you've been trying to get above this stuff. This is, see, what happens on an hourly, what happens on a daily, also happens on a 5-minute. Here's your 5-minute resistance. This close of this bullish candle. There's your break above resistance. There's your retest of it, but you failed. You failed and came all the way down to here. Here's a test of what? Your Heath level, right there. I can get it on there. There it is. So upon this break of support, that would have been support. There's your break. A retest of resistance. That's your entry. You got another close below. Would I be looking for this to hold? No, I would not. The trade happened at 7 o'clock this morning and it was a sell. But this is a small range also. I like the ranges, you know, it's impossible to tell how big of a range you're going to get. That's only 12 pips. So it's not anything that I would be looking to take. Oh, come on. All right, guys, I got 5 minutes and I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, Jordan comes on at 9. I wasn't looking for trade education. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's the best way to do it. Good morning, Heath. Can you take a look at ATUSD? I'm not sure what that is. ATUSD JPY. Oh, can you look at? All right, gotcha. Let me go see. It's over here on the orange list. Right there, she blows. There she blows. Daily bearish reversal. Outside day reversal. AKA outside day engulfing. Bearish engulfing. Outside day reversal. Here's a test. Found support. You're getting continuation to the downside. With that being said, this asset is bullish. I had that on an 8-hour. I was watching 2 8-hour levels. There's 8-hour support. To be fair, you have not closed this candle yet. You will do so in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, this candle will close. If it closes below this white line, that is a support breach. Next support, possibly here to here. This bearish candle. That's your support to the downside. So the opening price of it, if you're going to get bullish continuation, you would want to see it happen there. Is it going to happen? I have no clue. But that's the next area. It's also finding support here. The midpoint of this big bullish candle, right? Midpoints can also act as support resistance levels, guys. There. Old resistance. There's your breakout. There's your test. So watch that close. 11.024. 111.024. And that's about all there is to do on it. It has been bullish. Has been bullish of late. Alright? It's been a little difficult to trade as well. That this could just be a retest of support down here. As a swing trade for an entry, you could watch to see if you get a break of this bearish candle. As long as it finds support, a break above it is good enough for a CTM entry on a swing trading. Thanks, brother. You are welcome. Heath, can you see gold? Yeah, we're looking at gold also. Testing resistance. There's your break. Test the support. you're trading above resistance again. So next area of support, resistance 1812 spot 05, 1812 spot 05. So you have broke out. Here's your retest of support right there. Boom, that's your entry. This is your target, your longer term target. My target would have been high of this red day. And you can see you're almost about to hit it. So this entry to there would have been, that's as far as I would be looking for it. But if you close and maintain closing above this bullish candle, you're looking for this price up here, 1812 spot 055. You should take profits there if you're long. All right, you should not get long ahead of that. You will be waiting for another test of support. Then you will be looking for targets back up there. Near term, this thing is in a massive, nasty downtrend. So expect intense selling in this area, this whole area. Do you believe the bottom trend line connecting June 22 and June 26 will hold? I don't know what you're talking about, my friend. The bottom trend line, June 22, June 26. I'm assuming Bitcoin, maybe. June 22. June 22. Oh, I got what you're saying. Will it hold? It's possible. 1 minute, guys. I'm going to have to cut it off. I don't know if Jordan's going live or not. But there you go. Will it hold? We shall see. I don't put a lot of faith in stuff like this. This is what you're watching to see if it holds. That right there. More so than this. There is confluence here, but you've got momentum coming into it. That's the whole thing in the nutshell. Like, that's why. You got confluence there. It can't hold a support, but there's a ton of momentum. A ton of it. So you're not looking to enter here. You want to see this momentum wane. You want to see this support hold, at least on a 4-hour closing basis. You've already got a 4-hour close below it. Already got a 4-hour close below it. It's not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. Let me see something here. I don't know if Jordan's going live. I should have asked him, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here, guys, just in case. Just in case. I didn't do a crypto weekly outlook this weekend because I was out, so we'll do one maybe later on this afternoon or something. We'll look at all the crypto assets, as the only thing that I'm looking at right now on Forex is going to be that pound CAD trade. That's the next thing that I'm interested in. Yep. All right, guys. So make sure you guys trade safe, trade smart, and happy trading, everybody. Sorry for the glitches and stuff this morning. We'll get it all taken care of as soon as I can. We will see you on the next one.